All right, good luck, guys. We'll start with some value packs. We'll probably rotate around a little bit for some variety. But I do love these boxes. Uh-oh, some Barrel Cat. All right, empty box. Hopefully we can see some nice rookies on those red, white, and blues today. All right, good luck, everybody. We'll go through the base a little quicker here. I do have some base. All right, we got Nick Bosa on the silver going to the 49ers. Herbie on the green. Urlacher for the Bears. Stafford. We like that. And DK Metcalf. Attacking fans everywhere. Lad McConkey on the emergent for the Chargers. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the prismatic prism. And a little Bo Nix. We like that, Denver. All right, good start. Good start. Yeah, I think DK is going to have a hefty fine. I haven't heard what they're doing to him yet, but they're going to do something. We got Danielle Hunter for the Texans on the silver. Tyler Lockett on the green. Franklin for Indy. Derek Carr. Xavier Worthy. Take that on the red, white, and blue. We like that, KC. Kelsey on the hype. We got Roma Dunze on the Prism Portals. We approve of that too. And a Luke McCaffrey for Washington. I didn't get to hear what was said to make him go off like that. I'd love to know. Maybe they came out with what it was, but I didn't hear exactly what that guy. Why was DK Metcalf even over there talking to that guy? Like, none of that made sense. None of it made sense. And it's funny the camera caught that too. All right, we got Jordan for the Falcons on the silver. Flournoy for the Cowboys on the green. Ferguson for the Cowboys. Bradley Chubb for Miami. A.J. Brown for Kerr-Saxon. We got Ray Davis on the Prismatic. Latu on the Prism Fireworks for Indy. And Adarius Robinson for Arizona. Are you just saying that, Stinky? Don't tell me that fan and DK Metcalf have a history. He follows DK around, taunting him. Could you imagine? Talk about a crazy hobby. Yeah, what do? I go to NFL games and taunt DK Metcalf. Josh Palmer on the silver for the Chargers. Alvin Kamara for the Saints. We got Randy Moss on the red, white, and blue. Seymour for New England. Chop Robinson on the free for the Dolphins. Xavier Worthy on the Prismatic. Hey, Prism Fireworks. Drake May, we approve. And a Malik Neighbors for the Giants. That's right. What are we going to do? What are we going to do today, Brain? The same thing we do every day. Harass DK Metcalf. That's fantastic. Now I need to know more and more about that whole situation. We got Hendrickson on the silver for the Bengals. Dylan for the Raiders on the green. David Montgomery for Detroit. Devontae for the Raiders. Wesley Walker for the Jets. We got Michael Penix on the Portals. Michael Penix on the green emergent. We like that. And a Devin Leary for Baltimore. Yeah, these packs are just loaded. Yeah, well, and what does that fan do when DK Metcalf eventually retires? Does he find somebody else who will be his new target? I wonder who would you go after next? Oh, all right. We got Rakestraw on the silver, upside down for Detroit. Josh Allen on the green. Matt LeFleur for Green Bay. Vernon Davis for the 49ers. McClellan for the Falcons. We got Roma Dunze on the fireworks. DJ Moore on the Prism Hype for the Bears. And a Newton for the Commanders. He's got a spreadsheet. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, who would you go? Who would you just love to annoy? You know, Aaron Rodgers. He just always looks naturally annoyed these days. So I think Aaron Rodgers would be top on my next target list, and he's on the same team, so it's a win-win there. We got Cade Stover on the silver for the Texans. Jesse Bates for the Falcons. Dan Marino. Arrington for Washington. Javon Bullard for Green Bay. Lil Mahomes fireworks. Ricky Williams on the portals. And a Devin Culp for Tampa Bay with a kid reporter. Yeah, doesn't Aaron Rodgers, he just, every time there's an incomplete pass, he just looks like whoever, no matter what happened on the play, he just looks like the receiver, like, totally messed up every time. Like, disgusted. He looks disgusted. Byers on the silver for the Eagles. Karlaftis for KC. Kyle Hamilton for Baltimore. Pacheco. And a George Kittle. Latu on the Prismatic. Diggs on the Prism Fireworks. And a Ricky Pearsall for the 49ers. Yeah, sometimes the free team. I didn't know who to do the free. You know what? We'll mix this up a little bit. We'll do the Chronicles now. Then we'll finish those packs. A little variety. I wasn't sure what team to do the free today, so I was like, well, let's try something a little different. We'll do Miami. All right, good luck, guys. It's been a while since we opened one of these. All right, we got Lamb Jack. CeeDee Lamb on the Photogenic for the boys. We got Dameon Pierce for Houston. Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. Joe Burrow. We got Desmond Ridder. 128 out of 199. He's got to be somewhere, right? I've lost track of where Desmond Ridder is, but I feel he's got to be somewhere. Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens and a Derek Stingley for Houston. Cancun. Is he not on a team? He's got to be on a team, right? He's got to be somewhere. Somewhere? We got Josh Allen. Tariq Woolen on the Photogenic. We got Danny Gray for the 49ers. Zappy. Oh, I think we got an auto here, guys. We got Jamar Chase on the Magnitude. Olave for the Saints. Oh, I can't get that out. There we go. We got Zamir White for the Raiders. That one is 35 out of 75. And what do we got here? Treylon Burks going to the Titans. That is 63 out of 99 from Mr. Stinky, I believe. Oh, no, that was Primo that got them. Primo, last team. Last team for Primo. It's like he knows. Primo just knows. He knows things. Yeah, not you, Stinky. It was Primo. Last team Magic. Heineke. Jonathan Taylor on the photogenic. We got Jelani Woods for Indy. Wan'Dale Robinson again. We got Christian Watson for Green Bay. Kenny Pickett, 46 out of 149. I did see him playing somewhere. Was it the Raiders? He's playing for somebody. And look at that. Aiden Hutchinson on the Prism Black. Nice hit there, Lions. And Romeo Doubs for Green Bay. The Raiders. Kenny Pickett for the win. That's all right, though, because we also got Aiden. We like that. We approve of that. Patterson, we got Baker on the photogenic. Trayvon Walker for the Jags. Trayvon Walker again, back-to-back. Pull from the back here. We got Calvin Austin III for Pittsburgh. Another Kenny Pickett. It's a Kenny Pickett day. Brian Robinson, 30 out of 199 for Washington. We'll take that, Washington. And what do we got here? Kenny Pickett, 16 out of 199. Kenny Pickett. That's an interesting patch. That's kind of cool. We like that. I know. If this was 2022, going, whoa, Kenny Pickett. Awesome. I don't know. I think Kenny Pickett got a raw deal. Malik Willis. He's carved out a good backup role. There's George Pickens on the photogenic. We like that. Although it seems like it's almost off center or something. Aiden Hutchinson for Detroit. We got James Cook for Buffalo. Forgot about old James Cook. Kenneth Walker for Seattle. Another Aiden. Olave. This is a good pack. And a Jelani Woods. Yeah. 2022 is kind of underrated on the rookies. All right, we should have, I think, an RPA in here. Aiden again. You're getting all the Aidens. Jameson Williams on the photogenic. We got Jahan Dotson for the Commanders. Sam Howell, who could forget? We got Saquon on the magnitude. Jahan Dotson on the Prism Black. Sam Howell. Wow, this is a Washington pack all the way through. That's wild. And RPA JAC. James Cook, Buffalo. 40 out of 49. How about that? We approve, Buffalo. Nice little hit for Buffalo. Grab Buffalo today. Kevin. Yeah, congrats, Kevin. That's nice. 40 out of 49 on the James Cook. Very nice. That's sweet. Congrats on that. Well, first time magic. All right. Hey, good morning, John. Now we'll finish up these packs. Then we'll do that Phoenix. Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. All right, we got Jimmy Smith for the Jags on the silver, Bradshaw on the green, Juju for New England, Morton Anderson for the Saints, Adonai Mitchell for Indy. We got Kelsey on the Prism Break, Jaden Daniels on the green emergent, we approve, and Jamari Thrash for the Browns. We need to see some other QBs, though. We need more than just Jaden. Let's see if we can get some here. We got Don Beebe for Buffalo on the silver. Nealand for the boys. Witten, Bo Jackson for the Raiders. Pat Freiermuth for Pittsburgh. Another Jaden on the fireworks. Extra mayo. Will Levis and a Shipley for Kerr-Saxon. It's always going to be extra mayo. Oh, is it time for some Ravens? All right. And we got a Lambjack, red, white, and blue. Right here. Right here for you, Dusty. When am I ever wrong? There's a Marvin Harrison Jr. on the silver for Arizona. Michael Dean Perry for Cleveland. We got Joe Mixon, Jalen Warren, and Robinson for the Jags. Trey Benson on the emergent. There's a JJ, Prismatic, and a Johnny Wilson. I mean, do they even need McCarthy? Did you see what that Brosmer did? I mean, that guy beat the Lions without doing anything. I mean, literally, he did nothing. And he won. Oh, Tampa Bay. We need some Bucky Irving. All right, let's see. Let's go, Bucky. Let's go, Bucky. We got Lenny Moore for Indy. Vinatieri for New England. We got Bryce Young. Cooper Kupp for the Rams. Marshall Faulk for the Rams. Scary Terry on the hype. Jonathan Taylor, Prison Break. Brendan Rice, and a Kid Reporter. Maybe Tampa Bay is going to surprise in the next box. Because they can. Because they can. Egbuka. All right, it comes down to this. I'd be pretty surprised if we didn't see Egbuka in here somewhere. All right, empty box. Good luck, everybody. Look at that. First card, Egbuka. I knew he'd be in here. Vrabel, Novacek, Theismann, and a Dak Prescott starting us off. All right. That's a good sign, right? Egbuka right away. Oh, Giants. I guess there are a few teams that need some help here. Judkins for Cleveland. We got Williams, Drake May on the Thunderbirds. Kamara and a Trey McBride. Love that one. We take those. We got Giddens for Indy. M.M. Worry for Seattle. Kyler Murray on the contours. There you go, Arizona. Malik and Roquan. We'll let that marinate too. ETN for Carolina. Thornton for the Raiders. Kelsey on the Thunderbirds for KC. We got Derek Harmon for Pittsburgh. Jonnu, Bryce, Josh McGahee. There's a dart. It's a start. Jalen Hurts, Wilson, Schultz, Ricky Williams. Quinn Ewers, little Jaden Daniels, wave there. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Thunderbirds. That one is 145 out of 299. We got Reed and Hunter Henry. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like Mrs. Wise Guy is going shopping. I hear the garage open. Let's get back here this pack. JT for Indy. Kyle Williams for New England. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Paragon. He's been all over this break. Josh Allen and a Myers. The trash truck finally got its fill of base. Nick Martin for the 49ers. We got an auto here. Big Ben. Charbonnet. Riley Leonard for the Colts. That one is 14 out of 50. Going to Indy. And DJ Giddens for Indy. 83 out of 99. Indy pack. All the way. It's an Indy pack. On to Brandon. All right, now I need a pack for the Giants, a pack for Tampa Bay. Who else needs a pack? We got Hampton for the Chargers. Arroyo for Seattle. J.J. McCarthy on the Thunderbirds. That one is 185 out of 199 for the Vikings. Cardinal and Muhammad. Panthers need a pack. Yeah, we haven't seen Tet. He usually shows up too. All right. Should have a mem and an RPA. Let's see what we got here. Good luck, guys. Iomanor for the Titans. We got Chambers, Lambjack, John Lynch for Denver. Denver needed something. 6 out of 25. There you go, Denver. And JHS. 124 out of 299. Jalen Hurts. On the patch, Kerr Saxon. There you go, Kerr Saxon. We'll take that. AKM. The whole break. We got one pack left. We got one pack left. All right, good luck, guys. I'll do a recap after this, and when I sort it all, I definitely got your back if you had a rough one. Somebody always does. Ufanga. All right, we got THS. 24 out of 25. Trey Harris for the Chargers. Look at that sick patch. Wow, that patch is awesome. Going to the Chargers. Chargers today. Chico. Nice, Cheek. Very nice. Goodness, that is a thick card. There we go. Thanks, Kersaxon. Yeah, Dusty, once I get this all sorted, you guys know I got your back if you need the help. It's what I do. All right, let me do a quick recap here. I thought this is why the guy was leaving, but she's back, I think. All right. We had the Trey Harris sick patch, 24 out of 25. For Cheek, we had Lynch out of 25 going to Denver. Jalen Hurts on the patch was out of 299. JJ was out of 199 for the Vikings. Giddens on the auto out of 99. Riley Leonard was out of 50. Jaden on the wave. Marvin Harrison was out of 299. JJ on the prismatic prism. Jaden Fireworks. Jaden Green Emergent. James Cook RPA out of 49. The Crown Royal. Kenny Pickett out of 199. Brian Robinson out of 199 for Washington. Aiden on the Prism Black. We got Kenny P out of 149. Zamir White for the Raiders was out of 75. Treylon Burks for Primo out of 99. Desmond Ritter out of 199. Michael Penix on the Green Emergent. Drake May, Prism Fireworks. Xavier Worthy, Red, White, and Blue. And Roma Dunze on the Prism Portals.